Hey everybody, it's Charlie from DM Sound, and today we've got the sound system demo on the 2025 Nissan Armada and its 12-speaker Klipsch audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, adjustments, controls, speaker locations. We're going to test out the 5.1 surround sound support, and then I'm going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Now, if you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning and you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And if you want to hear even more on this system, sign up below to become a Daily Motor member. I'm going to record a members-only sound test on this system. You're listening to tracks requested by Daily Motor members, so if you want to hear those and support the channel and get a further impression on the system, check out the link below. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. This is the new Pro 4X version of the Nissan Armada, and I'm going to be putting this car to the test in two different ways this week. One, I'm going to be loading it up with a whole bunch of family. Yes, we're actually going to be using the 3-row aspect of this new Nissan Armada. So I'm going to be curious how it's going to function in real-world city applications. We're going to be doing airport runs and sightseeing and trips to the zoo and all the things that families would do in the Armada. And then after that, I'm taking it out to the desert with my mother, and we're going to camp out of it. So we're going to do some off-roading, we're going to do some camping, we're going to do some real-world family hauling, all of that with this vehicle that promises to do it all. So if you want to see our full breakdown review, check the link below. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality Roland binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. A nice Android automotive-based infotainment system here. We're going to click on the settings gear and then go to general and sound and beeps. Under sound, we're greeted with adjustments for bass, mid-range, and treble. Let's go through those. Below that, you have audio stage. This is going to change the music for kind of the either the front, the rear, or all passengers. There's front. Here's rear. And all. And then DJX Surround. This is a surround sound algorithm to kind of create an artificial surround sound experience. Let's see if I can back the track up this way. Yeah, that works. And we have a surround volume as well. So I'm going to start with it off and then slowly turn it up. You're going to hear how the sound sort of envelops us. It does add a good bit of hollowness, but some songs it sounds kind of cool. I'm going to do most of our testing with it off because that's going to be the most true to recording, but you can toggle that on and off in your own car. And that's it for audio adjustments. For audio controls here on the Armada, you've got a nice volume knob in the middle. It's got decent clickage, but good reach for both the driver and passenger. I like that placement there. You also have volume adjustments on the left side of the steering wheel. The car seems to have turned off, so we're gonna have to turn it back on here. Then you get our little haptic buttons here. You also have track selection flanking the volume control here. I like having those physical controls. You saw me use them earlier. You also have physical controls here on the steering wheel on the right side, and then you can use the touchscreen depending on which menu you're in. For audio inputs in the Armada, let's see, we've got, just confirm we got AM, yep, standard AM, FM, Sirius XM, satellite radio, Bluetooth, USB-C, two of those USB-C data ports in there, support for wired and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and I suppose, okay, yeah, we've got Amazon Alexa, internet radio, just says podcast. What is that? Huh, country for internet radio. Well, let's try this. Let's choose United States, sports, college and high school. Okay, so it actually has podcasts filed in here. That's kind of interesting. I wonder, let's see, do they have the Tosh Show? That's what I like to listen to. Comedy. They got Rogan, Conan, Toast. Okay, My Favorite Murder. Matt Chase, they got Bad Friends, Two Bears. Okay, so they've got quite a few here. Come on, we gotta have the Tosh Show. Is that considered to be comedy? I don't know. My dog shits cash. Huh. Well, okay, there's a lot of podcasts built in here. But also, with this being an Android automotive-based system, I believe you can install applications through the Play Store and get things like Tidal and Amazon Music built right into the system. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, there's no USB-A port, so make sure you bring an adapter if you want to use USB. But other than that, we've got just about all the inputs you're going to want. I guess technically no 3.5 either, but most people aren't using the aux anymore. Speaker locations. As I said, this is a 12-speaker system. Starting in the bottom left, you've got door woofer 1, mid-ranger 2, tweeter 3, mid-ranger in the front 4, 5, 6, 7 over on the other side. Coming into the second row, this one's a little tricky. We've got mid-ranger, where are we at? 7, 8, 9. And then it looks like there's a speaker here, but this is actually just a blank grill. There's no speaker right there. It's just this one down here. That's because we got in the D pillar 10, 11, and then in the cargo area in the back, we've got a subwoofer giving us 12. Before we get rolling, let's test out the 5.1 surround sound support. Now, I could take or leave surround at this point. I don't see this exactly as an audiophile sort of car, but it would be cool to have it. So let's use the Immersive Audio Album surround demo track.
Left. Center. Right. Left surround. Right surround. LFE.
Okay, so there's no 5.1 support, but it does down mix properly at least. So if you do have 5.1 audio you're listening to, then it'll mix down to stereo properly. And with that, let's head out on the road. I love using this track for testing these audio systems because it stresses the system out so well. I will enjoy all the tracks up to it, and then there will be a little bit that kind of starts to break through. It really separates the amazing systems from the just very good systems. And this is just a very good system. It's solid. There were a few elements here in this song as it's picking up all the instrumentation, the loud. I'm getting just a little bit too much out of the mid-ranges, and I'm not getting enough breadth in the instrumentation. And that's what I've picked up on and with my time with the system so far, is that if you have maybe on a scale of 1 to 10 of complex music, if you get about to a 6 or a 7 up until there, it's really, really good. The replication is fantastic. After that, it starts to fall off just a little bit, get a little bit muddied and unclear, but still satisfying and well balanced. For this next track, we'll turn the bass all the way up, see what happens. Pretty full sound there. Yeah, like getting that front carry from the subwoofer. I'll take that. My thoughts on the 12-speaker Klipsch system here in the Nissan Armada. Oftentimes when I'm evaluating these systems, my goal is to decide, okay, for the type of vehicle, for its mission, how does the system perform? And this is right on the money. This is the exact sort of sound system that I am impressed by for this type and class of vehicle. Now, we've got 7 speakers out of the, do I keep going straight? Yeah, I'm good. 7 speakers out of the 12 that are all up here in the front 2 seats. So I'm assuming it's not going to sound quite as good in the back, but realistically, most people driving the Armada are going to be up here in front. That's where it really matters. So the fact that, yes, it doesn't sound amazing with super complex music, but I can crank up some of my favorite songs and listen to them loud and have a satisfying sound profile. I'm not getting the crispiest highs and the earth-shattering, window-rattling lows, but everything that I am turning up sounds good. It doesn't sound out of balance. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with the inputs and the infotainment and the controls. It's getting an A. It's a really solid system. And when we compare it to something like the Klipsch in the QX80, that is a vehicle where I'm expecting the sound system to really go above and beyond, and it was a little bit disappointing. But I'm not just expecting above and beyond in an Armada. I'm expecting good and solid and impressive, and that's what we got. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the Armada, check the link below, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.